Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. Welcome to your Twin Flame reading. Let's dive right in, shall we? Let's see what the energies are surrounding your connection. What's going on? Shall we start with where you are at? Where are you at? When it comes to your twin flame or when it comes to your connection, let's see where you are at. Bestie is here with me, Bestie the cat, but he's off camera, chillin'. So let us see what is going on with you. 4 of Wands. Wow. I love the energy. Look at that. Yellow, bright, sunny, happy. Loving it. 4 of Wands is a union card. We have the 6 of Wands. Are you guys kidding me right now? You guys in union and you're not telling me? If you're in union, please comment below because that is amazing. That is always what we here are striving for. And we have the King of Swords. Okay, so where you are at. So I want to say it's been a rough ride for you on your journey. It hasn't been easy. But what I love seeing about the 4 of Wands is this is like a strong foundation. So things that happen to you, whether that was like breakdown in communication, whether that was an argument, whether that was something happening that made you feel not so great, like, those heavy feelings, right? Feeling neglected, abandoned, rejected. All of those feelings may have been coming up for you. And I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the beautiful sunlight outside because it's just streaming in among the trees. So it's like, I just can sit here and stare at it, but I will focus. So you are so everything that happened, all the feelings that came up for you needed to come up so that you could let them go, because this is amazing energy. This is the makings of a really solid, strong foundation. So whatever you and your twin flame had to go through or are going through, it's because this, like, everything that was there that wasn't working for your connection is now being cleared away and now is building a stronger foundation. So, like all foundations, doesn't happen overnight. Like, it's a gradual thing. So this is building blocks. This is paving the way for something even better. So a stronger connection, a deeper connection, a committed connection. All of these are like steps to that foundation for your connection. So you had to go through hell and back. And it is pretty much to like allow everything to come back into balance. Bottom of the deck, we have Page of Wands, right? Page of Wands. So this is like baby steps, but this is like the fire, the spark in your connection has been reignited. And with the 6 of Wands, this is an energy of not only victory, but being recognized. So being seen and heard and understood by your twin flame. And I feel like this is for both of you. So your twin flame is seeing you for who you truly are, and you're seeing them in their true light. Because perhaps in the past, you were kind of both blinded by the filters. And like this happens to all of us. We get blinded by our own woundedness, and we can't really see our twin flame for how much they truly love us. Love, like how much they love you. So this card of victory is you being in a much better place regardless of your circumstances or situation. So, I mean, this could very well be union. This is really like the indication that you are already in union. The only things that are holding you back in the 3D physical reality are your own beliefs and your own perceptions. So you had to go through so much, both of you, together and on your own, to finally be in this energy of union. This is definitely victory and union. This is the marriage of two souls. This is you getting what you want. So even if for some of you, it might not be manifest yet, internally, and whatever you're going through is helping you to align with these energies. So trust the process, trust what you've had to go through and what you're going through, because you're victorious, baby. That's amazing. And with the King of Swords, I feel like this is your twin flame merging with your energy. So it might seem so random, but you feel even closer to them when you were actually communicating or when you were actually together. It's like you're more connected. You're more connected than ever, even though you're not yet a couple, I want to say. But I mean, like with twin flames, like even twin flame is a label, and I'm gonna try to stay on track here. But a couple, like victory, I feel for you is being a couple, even though, as beautiful as that sounds, it really isn't the goal. It really isn't the goal to be a couple. It is very much part of the twin flame journey, and you were meant to be a couple. But what I'm getting here is where you're at is you know that you are meant for each other within. You're aligning with that. They're aligning with you. You're aligning with the fact that we are each other's person, regardless of circumstances, like regardless of your situation, regardless of circumstance, religion, culture, age, whether or not your connection is accepted or not. Like, that is irrelevant, because you are aligning with the truth that you are one, that you are each other's person, you are each other's twin flame. You were created as one, and nothing can diminish that. So where you're at, whether you believe it or not, everything is happening in your life to align you to the truth, King of Swords, to the truth that your twin flame is your person. Your person is your twin flame. And you're beginning to really not only just feel it, but you're beginning to really understand. Because at the beginning, you were probably like, how is this even possible? Like, how is this person my person? It makes no sense. and it makes no sense why we feel this much for each other and how deeply we feel for each other. But you are aligning with the truth, because with what happened in your connection, it was only a reflection of what your true belief was about this connection. So if it was like too good to be true, then your circumstances reflected that. If it was, well, I don't really see it happening, like I don't see the possibility of how this is going to happen, then that's what your reality reflected. Because that's what was going on internally, mentally, right? But where you're at is energetically, you're aligning to the truth of your connection, of your union, regardless of whether you're a couple or not, or if you're in separation or not. This is beautiful energy. So where you're at is amazing, much better than weeks before, where it may have been very emotional, very frustrating, very sad, whatever the case is. But these energies now that are surrounding you, that you're moving into, are very, very, very awesome. So tap into it, align with it, because this is the truth. You are one. We are all one, but you and your twin flame are one, and nothing can change that. Nothing can separate you. So you are beginning to really take that on and be like, yeah, I feel it. I know it. You know it, King of Swords. You know that this person is your person, that they are your twin flame. So when you know it, when you're in this vibration, you are just closer and closer to manifesting union in the 3D. So that is amazing. That is very exciting. And it didn't just happen overnight. It took work. And whether you were conscious of it or not, the things that were happening in your life led you to this point of being in the truth. Because as much as you felt you were believing in your connection, there were so many doubts and so many emotions causing you to not believe. But that's different now. You're like, you're believing it even if you don't want to. So yeah, that's amazing. I'm loving where you're at. Stronger foundation means you're building something that's going to be long lasting. Because the last thing you want is for your connection to go in and out and back and forth and stop and go. This is different. You're building from a stronger foundation. Bestie agrees. He's looking at the cards. Okay. You want to see him? He's actually shaven. I don't know if he's going to like me. There he is. Hello. We had to shave him the other day because his fur was literally everywhere. Okay, so where's your twin flame at? Let's make sure that we are recording. Perfect. Where's your twin flame at on the journey? When it comes to you, where's your twin flame at? So you're feeling this despite what their situation is. Where are they at? Chariot. 5 of Pentacles. And Ace of Swords. Ooh. So when it comes to you, they are Chariot is fast-moving energy. So I want to say, you see how there's two horses there? They're constantly being faced with choice A or choice B. Whether that's, when you're on a, for example, you're on a flight and you choose chicken or fish, or you're at a wedding reception and they choose beef or fish. There's always like, I have to choose. So they could be having to choose between you and someone else, or you and their comfort zone, because you are definitely outside of their comfort zone. That's why there's been so much delay. So, not to say that you're chicken or fish or beef, but they're constantly having to make a choice because it's a reflection of either they choose their heart or they choose their head. And because it's the Chariot card, I want to say the universe is urging them to move, to not, like, they can't sit on the decision, well, I don't know, I can't choose. The universe is never going to force them or anyone to make a choice. But when it's like outstanding, when you're sitting on something and you're not choosing a lane or a path, things happen in life so that will kind of nudge you to choose. So I want to say that's what the universe is doing, is nudging them to make the choice. Now they could still take their sweet time and still sit on it, but they're constantly being faced in life with other choices they have to make, because it all boils down to whether they choose their heart or their head, to whether they choose you or not you. And I want to say, like, the universe is never one to say, well, you have to choose, but it's it's what life is presenting. Like, you can have your twin flame or not. So they're being urged to choose. And I want to say, like, their heart is leading them. Their heart is leading the way, because of where you are energetically, you're affecting them. And so they are kind of on the same page. They want what you feel. They want to be in that energy of happily ever after. I hope I'm making sense, because I'm just channeling, and to try to put it into sentences and be on camera and explain things. So 5 of Pentacles is they're carrying a lot of regret and remorse for how things stand between you, because they don't want that. And I feel like, because it has to do with the Ace of Swords, which is communication, like they haven't been able to tell you how they feel, or why things happened the way they did. They kind of didn't take that chance to really explain to you. So they're carrying a lot of regret, and they're hoping for your understanding. They also don't know where you're at, because, sure, on paper you could forgive them, but in their mind it might not mean that you want to go back to them or resume your connection. They feel your love as you feel their love, but they don't know if you're going to be open to reconnecting or open to union, because to them you could change your mind. You could one day say, yeah, I love you too, but it doesn't mean I want to be with you. So both of you are kind of in that vibe. You love each other, but then you don't really know, because of the lack of communication, where the other person is at. And it's like, you don't want to say it because you don't want to find out what you don't want to hear, which is, no, I don't want to be with you, or no, I don't love you. So I know like this is different vibration from where you're at, but I feel like this is what happens to twin flames, like on a daily basis. Like one day, like they're up and you're down, and then the next day they're up and you're down. Did I just say the same thing? But then eventually the energies level and balance, and then you're on the same page. So vibrationally, you might not be on the same page yet, but your energy is helping to lead the way. And I want to say, they're anxious to resolve this, like not knowing, or they're anxious to resolve the question, like, do I or don't I? But what they do want is communication. But they're also afraid of the hard truth. So I'm picking up like they're back and forth, just like in like this choices with the two horses. But it's fast moving energy, so where it may have been really slow before, energy is ramping up. Energy is becoming more quicker, where they are going to be able to make decisions more quickly. They're not going to like sit on things for long. It's like, okay, chop chop, let's go. So this is a lot of truth telling, which may be a reason why some may be holding back, because there's going to be a lot of truth being told. And sometimes it's hard for people to speak the truth. It's hard for people to speak how they feel, and how much they love one another. Like, it's often hard to communicate that. So yeah, I feel like there's truth telling, but there's also fear around telling the truth. Ay, 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 ay. Okay. So we're definitely going to be going into a extended to get channeled messages from them, what they want you to know and what they're not able to tell you. Because I feel like this is, it's like they're pulling back on the reins, like they're putting on the brakes when it comes to really telling you how they feel. So that's where they are. And it's not a bad thing. It's just they're having to deal with a lot of emotions still. So they're having to heal their regret, remorse, guilt, resentment. Okay, so we're going to carry on with where you're at, where they're at, and what's coming up for you. What's coming up for both of you? You have the Three of Swords. What the heck? And we have the Five of Cups. The universe is relentless. Eight of Cups. Wow. So I want to say, this is, even though it may seem harsh, like Three of Swords, you know, like third party stuff, feelings of betrayal, feelings of, you know, resentment, turning away from the connection, focusing on the loss. So even though these cards are showing up, I want to say the universe is saying you've been going through this pretty much during the duration of your connection. What the universe is saying is that you are overcoming this. You are overcoming these energies. So for a lot of you, you've had to re-experience them to push through, to heal. And if any of you are still stuck in these energies, you are being guided to let them go so that you can be free of these emotions once and for all. So they're not energy blocks, so they're not emotional blocks to your union. So this is not to say that this is coming up for you, but if you are still dealing with these emotions of betrayal, of feeling not chosen because of a third party, if you're feeling loss over what was, if you're feeling like someone's turning away from the connection, if you're feeling abandoned, rejected, this is happening for you to heal it. Because if it is not released, it's just going to persist and it's going to keep appearing like it's continuing to happen. So this is all about you letting that go, letting this go, letting this go, letting this go. This is the vibration, and it is what is also happening for them. So they are releasing their need to deny the love that you have and hide somewhere else or with someone else. This is for them to heal that, because when you heal it, then it's going to stop happening. So they're going to stop being or doing what they're doing because you're letting those feelings go. So this is amazing. Again, it may not feel the best because these energies don't feel good. Feeling betrayed, feeling rejected, abandoned, neglected, feeling resentment, feeling the loss, feeling the sadness, feeling the loneliness, feeling, again, rejected. These don't feel good. But when you feel them, when you truly give yourself space to feel them, then you can let them go and know that they are not the truth. But we have to get to that realization that this is not the truth. This is just what happened in the past and what happened in your childhood, perhaps going way back to your past lives. It's not the truth. They are not meant to hurt you or break your heart. So you must heal the feelings to clear the pathway, to clear the energy blocks. So it's very positive. Okay? So that is what I have for you. Please join me in the extended, where we're going to channel love messages from your twin flame and what they want you to know and what they can't say, and maybe pick up what they don't want you to know. So please click on the link below, join me there. But if this is where we end off, I want to thank you so very much for following my work, for subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, for following me on Instagram, where I try to post daily to help support you on your journey back to oneness, wholeness, and love. So again, thank you all so very much. Thank you for who you are and for showing up the way you do, for loving your twin flame the way you do, but most of all, for loving yourselves the way you do, because love is truly the only thing that matters, that exists. So awesome, awesome, bravo, bravo. So on that note, until next time, I'm wishing you all so, so much love and peace.